Deepak here, and it's Monday morning. I'm in Miami, and I'm doing a big event tonight in Miami on the future of well-being. But I'll also be discussing some material from You Are the Universe, Discovering Your Cosmic Self. And I'm glad to announce and share with you that we're getting a lot of traffic now on the website discoveringyourcosmicself.com, and we have a forum there at discoveringyourcosmicself.com where we discuss everything and more from this book, You Are the Universe, Discovering Your Cosmic Self and Why It Matters. Okay, so I'm very happy to share with you that the traffic is increasing. Once again, the website is discoveringyourcosmicself.com, and you can join the forum, you can ask questions, you can voice your opinions, and I will also respond, and we will continue this conversation on You Are the Universe. Mark Claughton says, when is it on audio? It already is on audio. Just check it out on Amazon or other online bookstores. Okay, so coming back to today's question, which comes from Agya. I wish we could discover who made us so intelligent and created God, in quotes. Once again, I wish we could discover who made us so intelligent and created, quote unquote, God. Do you believe in God? Will science give us that answer someday? So I rephrased that into the post as if you are the universe, discoveringyourcosmicself.com, and then where does God fit in? Where does God fit in? Okay, so let's try and answer this question. Where does God fit in? So ever since humans became self-aware, they've asked this question. Does God exist? Does God care about me? Does God care about us? What happens to us after we die? Are we just a small speck of dust in a minor solar system, in an average galaxy, somewhere in the junkyard of infinity? Are we an accident? Or is there meaning and purpose in our existence? So, in one way or another, people have asked about these questions. People have conversed about these questions. People have wondered about these. People have reflected on these questions. And of course, then we have religion, which says, here is the truth. And this was revealed to us by God himself, usually himself, okay? Not herself. God revealed this truth to us. And then religions get, of course, organized into dogma, ideologies, and frequently those disagree with each other. And right now we have a lot of conflict in the world, and a lot of war in the world, and a lot of destruction in the world, and a lot of terrorism in the world, all in the name of God. So, what to do? How to understand this? So, just to remind you, God as a concept cannot be God. So, even as I explained to you this in words, and I want to share my insights with you, just do remember what Rumi has said: God's language is silence, everything else is poor translation. So what do we mean by God here in this forum? And for those of you who are reading this book, where does God fit in? So I'll make it very simple to start with. God is your cosmic self. Right there. God is your cosmic self. And that is why the subtitle is called Discovering Your Cosmic Self and Why It Matters. Your cosmic self matters as the universe. I'll repeat that. Your cosmic self matters as the universe. Matters, which means it appears as matter in the universe. Okay? Your cosmic self or God matters. I'm using matters as a verb. It matters as the physical universe. It appears as the physical universe. So God is your cosmic self, and it matters. It becomes matter, becomes the experience rather of matter. Once we've understood that, then you can say also that God could not be a being that has a form, because as soon as there's a being that has a form, then it's not infinite, right? No form can be infinite because form always has boundaries. So if God is infinite being, God cannot be in a physical form. God can appear as a physical form, and that physical form, of course, is the entire universe, which is expanding and evolving. If God had a physical form, then it wouldn't be God. The infinite being is infinite and therefore cannot have any boundaries in space or time. Because if it had boundaries, and I'm using the word it, he, she, it, that infinite being, could not be infinite if it was bounded in space and time. If it was squeezed into the volume of a body, then it could not be infinite. If it was squeezed into the span of a time, it could not be infinite. So God as infinite being is the cosmic self, whose appearance is space-time and causality, which is the entire universe. Now, how do you fit in? Because the other part of this book, the main title of the book is You Are the Universe. So what do we mean? You are the universe. So you have a core consciousness, which spiritual traditions call a soul. A soul is cosmic consciousness that has identified with a subset of experiences. Core being. And your core being is an activity in the same cosmic consciousness or cosmic self that is appearing as the universe. Your core being, your soul, is an activity and part of that. As Rumi says in one of his poems, you're not just a drop in the ocean, you are also the mighty ocean in the drop. So you are a drop as a soul in the cosmic self or cosmic consciousness that we can refer to as God. In other words, the divinity in you and the divinity in me and the divinity in everyone is the same divinity taking on the appearance of a body-mind and the experience of the universe. I hope that's clear. Please tell me that that's clear. Your body-mind and what you experience as the universe is a divine process in God consciousness or cosmic consciousness, and also in what we call your own soul consciousness. Ultimately, it's all one. Okay, ultimately, it's all one. And that's why we also say, ultimately, it's truth, awareness, being, love. So don't think of God as an external entity in the shape or form of a man or a woman or an angel. Those are good ways to possibly symbolize the infinite being. But the symbol is not the reality. Although the symbol helps us in some shape or form to ultimately become one with that reality, formless being manifesting as space-time causality, energy, information, matter, as that which we call a person. But all that is a process in God consciousness, cosmic self. So God is in you, the divine is in you, and the divine in you is experiencing mind, body, universe as a process. And that's all we need to know. How do we get to know that at the level of experience? By recognizing that the world is a projection of our consciousness, which is conditioned, by recognizing that the ego is a construct and not putting it in the forefront but in the background, and making sure that God is always first. Ego can be roughly translated as ego, edging God out, by knowing that the ultimate truth is without form and therefore infinite, and by understanding that your true self is not in space or time but experiences space and time, that your true self was never born and therefore is not subject to death. For this, meditation is very useful. For this, reflection is very useful. For this, awareness of your body is useful, because your body is a holy temple in the Spirit of God. For this awareness and becoming a spectator to your thoughts and emotions, feelings and relationships is very useful. And for this, silence, stillness and transcendence is very useful. Okay? So do know that you are the light of awareness in God's awareness that makes the experience of the universe possible. So if you go into and read this book in detail and join our discussion forums at discoveringyourcosmicself.com, we can continue this conversation so that we collectively evolve in creating a more peaceful, just, sustainable, healthy, loving, compassionate world together. Thank you.